can't get my damn headset to connect. Soon as I try to record a video, this is what happens. There we go. Now that I'm ready. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm VidZippy and this is The Longest Walk. As most of us probably know, the last week of September is Mental Health Awareness Week. And since I just started to re-upload to my channel, I didn't really get a chance to put anything out there that focuses on mental health or awareness of it. So I wanted to just create this because I think mental health should have awareness throughout the entirety of the year and not just 1 week. I do understand that it has just 1 week, so that it's like a big main focus. Everyone just kind of gets together and, works on it with each other or whatnot. Mental health is something that everyone on the planet deals with. That includes myself, you viewers, the people you know and love, the people I know and love. Whether it's big or small, a daily basis or a rare occasion, mental health is something that nobody should take lightly. I personally have very few times dealing with it, but I am not everyone else, and many deal with it every single day, all day. I wanted to shed some light on mental health as I find it very important and know people in my life who struggle with it. I glanced upon this game prior to my recent Phasmophobia video and knew from the start that this is the game I want to play for this video. This is The Longest Walk, a game taking place on Tay Row Bridge in Scotland. It's created by Alexander Tarvet, and it focuses on his father and his long journey with depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts. Warning, this does have to do with depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts, so if you do not enjoy watching or hearing about those types of things, I would quit watching the video. Let's get right into it. I
felt anxious, so anxious that I was burning. My heart was beating really fast. I couldn't sleep. I got tireder and tireder because I couldn't sleep, because I was worrying. And I was worry. I've let my family down. Everyone's going to suffer because I'm no good. Everybody who relied on me, it was a false reliance. I was a fake. Therefore, I worried even more about what financial disaster I'd put on my family.
I wanted to stop so I didn't miss anything before going into the smoke. I'm sure it's timed perfectly, but just in case.
So, anxiety, nervous energy burning off, lack of sleep.
Whoa.
I remember vividly curling up in a ball in the living room floor, howling, not even crying, howling, saying how shit I was. I felt so bad. That's all I could do.
Oh man,
be taken away from me.
that's so sad. Yeah, and the art style of this game, I was looking at the pictures on the Steam page, and it was awesome. By the way, this game is free to play. Alexander is doing this as like a research project for his PhD studies. It's a series of games that show a creative medium for documentaries and storytelling and what games could really be used for and how powerful they could actually be instead of looked at as like problems in the world.
I only realised something was wrong when I was driving back from school crying, and I knew this wasn't right. It was a build-up of stress in work and expectations at work, and then finding that I couldn't do it. I wasn't alone. Other people were struggling with it, but I just thought, I can't do this. Why? What's wrong with me? Why can't I do it? I'm a failure.
You're not a failure, man.
I knew I was stressed. I didn't know I was depressed, and I think it just got worse after that point. There was no stopping it. Once it started, the feelings of negativity about not being good enough, I couldn't stop it. The whole thing made me feel that I was worthless, so I didn't want to meet anyone. I didn't want to speak to anyone. I was so worthless that there's no point in, I shouldn't be indulging in my hobbies, which I love, my cycling and my books. I couldn't do that. I could see, and now I can, that these are the sort of things I should have kept doing. I should have kept in contact with people. I should have gone out my bike.
Yeah.
I should have gone to the cinema. I should have done this. I just had to hide because it was an embarrassment, and I was a worthless human being. And all the things that laterally I know is how you deal with it. I couldn't.
Yeah, so I wanted to pause for a second because this game is already off to a really good start, and it's already strong, like with what he's saying. But it is very important to talk to people. No one, especially the people that you love, are going to look at you and think that you are weak or embarrassing or a failure. And I can promise that 100% because I try to be that person that everyone could talk to. As a matter of fact, if you are a viewer of this video and you are suffering with things like this, please reach out to me. I will find a way to respond. I do not take these things lightly. It's very important to talk to people. And sorry, I don't know if I'm not going to be talking very much because this is supposed to be a documentary kind of thing, but when I get these little points here where I can pause and put out my kind of opinions or something out there or talk about something, then I will, but yeah, we'll just keep going. The art style is so cool, man. It's very unique.
It consumed me. Finding a way to kill myself that nobody would get hurt with. If I didn't want to jump in front of a train in case the train driver had to suffer so. I didn't want to hang yourself in the forest because some kid might find you. But I didn't want to kill myself. But I did. And it was not a drama thing. It wasn't, attention, I want to kill myself. It was a useless piece of shit. And I'm no good to anyone. Everybody would be better off without me. Which didn't make sense. Now, you see, it doesn't make sense. But I was so desperate. I was so down. I could understand why people would do it.
Oh man, dude, that's tough. And this is the creator's dad. This is an interview that he did with his dad. It was 54 minutes long, and he cut it down into this game. But this is someone talking to their dad, man. This isn't like a friend or a stranger or anything. This is your father. I'm assuming it had to be really tough, but very helpful for his dad. I'm sure his dad is grateful.
So numb that I could feel that people in my position then I could see how they could do it. But unfortunately, I knew I couldn't because of my family. There's no way. Even though I was suffering and I was hating it, and I was absolutely hating myself, I would have never done that to my family.
Good man. Good man.
I remember a run and actually being on the beach at Kingsbands and thinking the because it was away from you all and I was having me time, then I reflect what a fucking great life I had. This is brilliant. I love my family and this is great. I can do this. I am a guy who did a lot of things on his own, and I think when you're giving time to other people as your job, you sometimes needs a wee bit of time to yourself without being too selfish.
That's so pretty, man. Like, it's so simple, but it's just so well done. Like, look at how cool that is. I want to see this in real life.
As soon as I got out there and into my stride, which I'm not a great runner, but into my stride, the head would clear, and then you could just enjoy the experience. So you hear the birds, you listen to the sea crashing in, you feel tactile the sand, and the experience of being doing that sort of thing. So I could enjoy the surroundings. But yeah, at the start, rush, because all it was but time tailing, and at the end, yeah, more relaxed. I could come home and get on with the rest of it.
That's another thing I want to point out. Whenever I talk about mental health and stuff with friends or family, I really, really try to insinuate the fact that you should always pay attention to the very little things of life. Not the big things, because the big things are the things that are causing you this depression or anxiety. It's the small things that have you really focus and just show you that not everything is stressful and worrisome. There's a lot of things, like you said, tactile of the sand. I mean, you don't think about that when you're thinking about, oh, my job might fire me, or what if my friend doesn't actually like me, or whatever it may be, whatever's causing your mental struggle. You don't think about the things like the sand, or the way that snow feels, or the sound of rain, or any of that stuff. And I can't stress enough, focus on it. Go on these walks. And I think that's one of the main focuses, is just go and think about everything. Let it all come and rush down on you. And then halfway through your walk, after you're sobbing or whatever it may be, just look around. If it's nighttime, look at the stars. Look at the ground. Look at all the little insects and the birds and the sounds of the ocean, or the sounds of the trees or the wind. And just take it all in. It's very important to do.
I know that I've had these issues. I'm hopeful I won't have them again. I can't tell if I'm going to have them or not. I don't know what's going to kick in. You know, I didn't think I'd get it after the second time. But then I went back in that position of responsibility, and I had a trigger there. I knew things were happening, and I knew that I didn't want to be ill, and I knew that I should be doing certain things and doing all these different techniques, but I couldn't stop it. And that was also a frustrating thing, that to have this experience of 2 big episodes, and then the third one I come again, and know and be aware, because I was awareness of triggers and stresses, and because I couldn't get a grip with that made it worse. And for the second and third episodes, I got better at dealing with it and saying, well, I can't do anything about it, I'm ill. If I had a broken leg and I was in a plaster, it's obvious, but because I've got a broken head, it's not obvious to see that I'm ill. And the last time I was ill was much quicker, because I did get the grip. I would like to think I'm a better person for it. It was a good thing. It was a horrible thing, but it was a good thing, in that it made me reflect on what was important. My family was more important than anything else. What other people think doesn't matter, apart from the ones close to you. And work is important, but hey, it's a job, and getting that balance right, and that's what was wrong. Boys, I don't know, lately we talked about them, I think they weren't fully aware of just how seriously ill I was, which is brilliant because we were too young to deal with that at the time. But it's good to talk about it now.
That's good.
I hope they know that if anything like that happens to them, and they understand it. Well, it's happened to their dad, so, and he's still here, and he's still okay, I hope. And yeah, that if it happens to their friends, and that happens to people they love, that they'll have the insight into it, to know that people need help.
Yeah, that's another big thing to take from this is. Sorry, I'm sure you'll be able to hear my cat. She's prowling around. I might have to end up taking her out of the room. But, as I was saying, it's another big thing to take from this is things like this, like games. I wouldn't really say movies because, I mean, a movie is long, like an hour and a half, 2 hours long. And a movie about depression and stuff. I mean, we all look at movies like kind of fictional, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really take them as serious as we do everything else. Like a video game, I don't know why, but video games seem to get really personal sometimes, just depending, because I mean, in a way, like this game, you can't really choose the objective or how to get to it, but it can just really speak to you. I don't really have an explanation for it, but what Alexander here is doing here it's phenomenal. It's great. The art, his interview with his dad, how he's laid it out, it's really good so far. Oh. Well, there they are. I'm assuming that's Dad and his kids. Not really sure which one's Alexander, but I'm sure all three of them are brilliant. And round of applause for Alexander's dad, or Mr. Tarvet, I'm assuming, for fighting through the monster we call mental health. Good on you, sir. Like I said before, mental health is incredibly important to talk about, and if you are dealing with it, to open up about and talk to somebody, anybody, even a stranger, I'm sure will listen to you. You find the right person. There are really good people out there, and a lot of people with insight that can walk you through a struggle like this. I've never really had anything really close to this. Never had suicidal thoughts. I guess I've had depression in a way. I'm not really sure what it is, if you know what I mean. It's I don't mean by definition, I mean by feelings. I've never had a very long period of sadness. I do know that in 2020, that's the toughest year I've ever had in my life. It felt like every single day was a burden to me, and it felt like it was only getting harder and harder, and it was because of financial issues, relationship issues, and just kind of self-confidence issues. And luckily for me, I have a great supporting cast of friends and family, including my mom. Well, not including, especially my mom, my brother and sister, my girlfriend, and of course the few best friends I have. You know what, I'm gonna name them. I'm gonna put them out there because, oh, here's the cat. Hold on. Yeah, sorry about that. She just jumped on the desk and freaking swung my boom arm around and everything. But as I was saying, pretty much a thank you to my buddies Caleb, Travis, Bean, Wiley, Kobe. That's really just to name a few. I've got a lot. But those guys, my family and stuff, really helped me through a bunch. And that's a good example of mine that I'm able to give to everybody else. Is people are that's your biggest weapon when it comes to fighting mental health. And then, like I said, enjoy your hobbies. And it may be really hard to enjoy your hobbies when you're in a state of mind like this, but enjoy your hobbies, watch your favorite TV shows, play your favorite video games, talk to people all the time. All the time. Never lose grip of your relationships and the ability to talk and open up, no matter the reason for the mental health. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you ever need someone to talk to, reach out to me. Comment section. I have an Instagram. I'll put it up on the screen. It's @vidzippy. You can DM me there. Really, any way that you can find a way to reach out to me, I will probably end up finding your message, and I will respond. I will. Sorry, now my phone's vibrating. I got a whole bunch of interruptions, but I will respond. I will talk to you guys. Mental health is a very big fight of mine to help others fight. If you guys liked the video, please press the like button, and if you didn't, press the dislike button, and go to the comment section and let me know why. I can address it and see if I can build upon it. If you would like to see more, subscribe. That would be amazing. And until next time, deuces.
Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody ask me how